Hello and welcome to Engine Adventures off-road review of this 2022 Toyota Corolla Cross. This camera is kind of grainy and not super clear, and I currently have a Nissan Rogue at the same time, and it's interesting to compare the camera systems. And it's not just the Corolla Cross, it's most Toyota vehicles. They've upgraded their screens to high quality screens, but they haven't really upgraded the cameras. And I mean, you can see if you're going into parking lanes and stuff like that, it's fine, but it's just not super clear. It's not as clear as the screen is, and so it makes it just feel a little bit cheaper, a little bit more grainy and budget than most competitors. So most of the competitors have much more clear camera systems. We are in whatever mode it's normally in because there are no other drive modes. Just gonna be in drive. I'm gonna turn off stop start stuff, doesn't matter. And traction control is on. And one thing I saw that was interesting is it's almost a 50-50 power split until you're up at speed. So on my way out here, I did have some harsh bottom mounts and stuff like that. Not too many, but yeah, right there at 15 miles an hour, I think it's pretty close to the maximum. I'm gonna have to slow down here because of the people and the dog. All right, back at it now, and see if we can get back up to speed here. There we go, about 15 miles an hour. Those weeds are getting pretty tall, which is why I'm filming in a different spot now. I don't want to be driving over drier weeds. Yeah, that was 17, 18 there. That seems about the right range, 17, 18. Felt the top out in that. Felt it bottom out in that speed, but just barely. So I'd be comfortable at this speed, 18 miles an hour. Again, if you've watched any of my other videos, 20 is the goal for something with off-road capability. This vehicle, I think, is performing admirably at 18. It's not an off-road vehicle. Toyota doesn't even try and make claims that it's an off-road vehicle by any means. This thing is a crossover made for city driving, higher efficiency, and the occasional maybe trek down a dirt road to get to a campsite or something, but nothing. It's not made for just driving down dirt roads. Also, it does have the all-wheel drive system for great all-weather capability. All right, I wanted to get an interior shot of this so you can see the power distribution there, and it actually, I mean, it stays pretty much a 50-50 split until you're up, you know, kind of highway, freeway speeds. So this hill, I actually even have to change my approach to this hill so it's not quite as steep, and carrying a little bit of momentum through will get me up it. So right here we stopped. I think I'm actually past the worst part, so we'll see if it can make it from here. Yeah, there we go. It does struggle a little bit with this diagonal test, and that's why I'm filming interior right here, because I am not going to be doing the steep hill climb in this thing, because I don't believe there's any chance it makes the steep hill climb. So I'm not even going to try it. I don't have the confidence to do it. Let's go ahead and flip off traction control. So if you push it once, it turns off traction control. If you push it and hold it for quite a while, traction control off and vehicle stability control off. So we'll start back a little bit here. And it's kind of front wheel drive base, so right, I've had the rear wheel in the air for a while. There it goes. That was kind of weird. It was, seemed like it was trying to transfer power still, and then it brought up the alert saying traction control off, and then it stopped trying to transfer power. So anyway, once you turn off traction control, stability control, it does just let the wheels spin pretty freely. So we don't like that. We're gonna stop, flip traction control back on. Let's see if we can make it from here. And you can see the light flashing there for the traction control. Almost made it out of its hole. There, oh, come on. Oh, we're gonna slide sideways down the hill. So let's just go ahead and save it while we can. Here we're just in a normal mode, how you would be driving down the road, and you can see it almost instantly transfers power to the rear wheels, and it actually does okay initially, but then when it gets really steep and basically has two wheels floating in the air, it can't transfer power to the other two wheels. And this brings us to the all-wheel drive system. So it has a power takeoff unit to send power to the rear wheels, and it does that via an electromagnetic clutch, just engages as needed to transfer amount of power, and it can go to a complete lockup, so it's 50% front, 50% rear, and that's it. So beyond that, open front differential, open rear differential, and just uses the brake-based limited slip system to transfer power side to side on the front axle and side to side on the rear axle. Here it's in normal mode with traction control off, and you can see it doesn't transfer any power using the brake-based system, so therefore it's not cutting any power or reducing the amount of torque going to the wheels at all. This is ideal. This is how it should be when you disable traction control, and I actually admire that Toyota has done that here. Underneath we can see plastic cladding, basically splash shields up front, under the engine, under the transmission, and that steel cross member there. Basically no protection underneath the thing at all. There's a little skid plate there over the fuel tank. Other than that, it's unprotected underneath. Thank you for watching the off-road review of this 2022 Toyota Corolla Cross. About as capable as I expected. I wasn't expecting much out of this thing. It is cool that the all-wheel drive system is always engaged, and when you're first starting out, it's powering all four wheels equally. And then once you get up to speed, obviously it switches more to a front-wheel drive bias. And yeah, I mean, it's not something that's super capable off-road. It's not going to be doing things like the steep hill climb. I didn't even attempt it because it struggled on the diagonal test. But overall, a good, reliable, solid vehicle. And if you liked what you saw, be sure to subscribe, ring the bell so you get notifications when we post new videos. Give me a thumbs up and comment down below. Be sure to comment with things you like, things you didn't like, what you want to see, more tests you want to see, whatever. Let me know. I'll see what I can do. Thanks again. Have a great day.